Like an unorganized file cabinet, information on your computer's hard drive can get out of place. And then the computer has to work harder to locate what it needs to do its job. The defragmenting process rearranges all the information and it puts it in the best location, thereby making it easier for the computer to work. So what you're doing here is you're essentially reorganizing your computer's internal file cabinet. Let's go ahead and take a quick look. To open Defragmenter, click on the Start button, go to your program listing, go to the Accessories folder, go to the System Tools folder, and that's where you're going to find Defragmenter. Here's the program window. Up at the top, it identifies the various partitions or hard drives that we have in the computer. We are interested in the C drive. And here down in the lower section of the window are the controls. You can either analyze or you can simply just go ahead and begin the defragmentation process. Now, notice these little colored squares down here at the bottom. This is the legend. This essentially tells us what color represents what particular item. Red represents the fragmented files. Those are the ones that we want to minimize or eliminate. Blue represents the contiguous files, meaning the files that are nice, neat. They're one after the other as far as order goes. Green represents unmovable files that are not affected by the defragmenter. And then finally, white will represent the free space on your hard drive. Now, these areas essentially show us what the situation looks like prior to defragmentation, and then what the results will look like after the defragmentation process has completed. So I'm going to go ahead and click on the defragment button. And after a moment or so, there's a whole bunch of red. There's a good amount of blue, there's a little bit of green, and as this process continues, the red will be minimized, maybe even completely eliminated. And as you watch these graphs, you'll see that the lower graph is going to change, and the red is going to disappear, and the process will complete. Now, depending on how often you've run the defragmenter program, this process may take anywhere from 20 or 30 minutes on through several hours. It really just depends on the condition of your particular computer. So I'm going to pause the video and we'll return just as soon as the defragmentation process is complete. Okay, the process has completed, and as the notice tells us, defragmentation is complete for the C drive. And looking down here at our graphs, you can see that the fragmentation, represented by the red color, has been eliminated completely. The files have been chunked or compacted together into nice contiguous order, one right after the other. There is that small area of green that represents unmovable files, and obviously that's an area that the defragmenter does not affect. But all in all, these are the results that we were hopeful for. Now, the process took me about 35 minutes. It may take your computer a bit longer to finish up, especially if you've not run the defragmenter very much in the past. So the Windows Defragmenter is really just a great tool that you can use to speed up your computer because it optimizes the placement of the files on your computer's hard drive. It essentially reorganizes the internal file cabinet of your computer so that your computer has a much easier time finding what it needs to do its work.